Greetings, movers against mediocrity, followers of GoldenJacketLuke and the YouTube community in general. For those that don't know me, my name is Tobias Davis. I'm a member of the Nofap community, and my credentials are I've almost done 500 days of abstinence, and I'm the original poster of the thread on bodybuild.com. Anyway, for those who have seen my 250-day vlog or know me, follow my channel, whatever, you probably noticed there's a few differences between this video and the last. It's been a while since I've done a recording, and as a result there's been some changes. I'm not going to go into detail, but you probably noticed the beard and the different background and the hair change. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is not to give you an update, not to give you an update, but to just respond to GoldenJacketLuke's video on Nofap and Noporn. I said I would send him a response a while back, and I never got round to it. I'm doing that now. It's been a while since I made a video, so a bit weird. Sorry if I have any random pauses here and there, or I'm a bit awkward. And if I keep looking down there, it's because I've got my notes right there. It's a bit of a cheat sheet. Anyway, let's get to the content. Luke, my man, first of all, I want to thank you for your video on Nofap and Noporn. It's great that you're bringing that kind of topic to all your subscribers, and it's good to have you as part of the community, man. I hope you realize that the more the more people we have like you join the community, the less ridicule it will develop. You know, it's one thing having some overtly religious person who thinks it's evil, and it's another thing having just a random guy who's obviously quite successful and very intelligent and inspiring to others taking part in it. Anyway, I digress. Now, first of all, you talk about filming in public. I'm not sure if you've seen the videos that I've done that are in public. I'll link them to you. If you didn't watch them, it's no big deal. But I can definitely relate. It's difficult enough filming in public, regardless of what topic it is. Like the fact that you're leaving yourself open to other people, and you've got all these distractions all over the place, and the audio quality might not be as good as you'd like it to be. Just little things like that, and then you got to find the right place to do it. Like when it came to my video, I was cycling around for like half an hour. Plus, I found a good place, and then some people sat down, so I had to move. And I found a good place, and it turned out the lighting was crap, so I had to move again. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then you have to bring in the idea that you're talking about something that's, there's a stigma to it. People don't necessarily talk about masturbation and porn, as even though it's one of the most prevalent things, well, it's one of the most ubiquitous things we have in our current society. It's funny, you can just load up the internet and it's all over the place, but you talk about it in public, it's a big no-no. It's something we keep under the rug, and that's one reason why it's as much as a problem, because people don't necessarily talk about it and realize these things. Anyway, so I commend you a lot for talking about that kind of thing in public, and yeah, it's good that you were able to bring it up with all your subscribers. You've got a fair amount, I'll be honest with you. A little bit jealous. Anyway, so you talk about how you talk about vulnerability and how you want to be very open in your channel, vulnerable, so to speak, and you do that with pranks and talking about certain subjects. Let's talk about the pranks first. I've seen a couple of your videos. They're funny. I am a fan of LAWHF or LAHWF. I can't remember the acronym off the top of my head, and yeah, I definitely saw the similarities, and good job on winning the contest. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not really a prank guy. I like watching them, but I don't have enough intuitiveness to carry them off myself, and I'm a pretty unassuming guy. I can't pull off the whole, cocky, I just pranked you thing, People that look at me and they take me quite seriously, a little too seriously sometimes. In terms of your other stuff, yeah, amazing that you're trying to be more open with more people. I never used to. Once upon a time, I wasn't a very open guy. I used to shut myself off from the world. I didn't think anything I did or said was relatively interesting. Over time, I've come to learn that that's not the truth, and I've become a lot more open as a result of that. And my vlog on Nofap, no orgasm, no porn, etc., was a huge part of that. And it's great that you were able to talk about it. And yeah, next subject. Guilt. Yeah, can definitely relate on the guilt side. Obviously, I'm 27 now, and I've probably been doing masturbating since I was about, I don't know, 15, 16. Who remembers? So I've been, sexually active for about 10 plus years. And it did get to the point where, like, afterwards, I would feel guilty, I would open up all the tabs, we'll talk about the tabs later, and, I just feel like it was wrong. It's hard to put it into words, but considering I wasn't with any, I didn't have any partners, I wasn't necessarily flirting, I didn't have any success with females whatsoever, well, women, and I would load up random tube site, and I would do my thing, and afterwards I just feel like it was wrong. It wasn't part of a healthy lifestyle. I mean, you get guys who you watch a lot of pornography and they've still got a healthy sex life, they've got a steady job, they've got tons of friends, they've got lots of hobbies or lifestyle pursuits. And it doesn't necessarily, it isn't detrimental to their lifestyle, but to me it definitely was, because it was a dependency, it was made me complacent, it wasn't part of a healthy lifestyle, it was just furthering the lack of healthy lifestyle I had. And I didn't feel like it was benefiting me at all, so I had to get rid of it. You talk about your journey. Our journey was the same. I had seen it mentioned on a certain blog. I didn't look into it until a bit later when I decided to make another drastic change to my life, and I looked into it. Everything started molding together, watched the TED Talk, and stumbled upon, like you say, the bodybuilding.com nofap community. And I became a part of it. Now I'm the original poster. And yeah, it's funny how things develop. And when I started becoming it, I had like high hopes myself, and I'm still going. So yeah. Right, you talk about open tabs. I remember when I had Internet Explorer, and you could only have one page open, well, per window, and it just made it awkward, because if you wanted to open up multiple pages, you had to open up a new window and then type that in. But with the advent of Firefox, you could just grab this little thing here, take this button, and go boop, 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 boop. Next thing you know, you got 15 pages open up. And it contributes to a lot of addiction, really. If you're going to talk about pornography, you load up a tube site, and then you'll see a video you like, you click on that one, and then the next one, and the next one. Next minute, you've got 15 videos open, and you're basically just searching for those perfect minute or two in which to reach orgasm. And then when it's done, you close them all down, you lose complete interest, and it works the same thing with girls. Once you've taken care of, you wake up, take care of yourself, go to work or go outside, and you really just, personally, I just couldn't be bothered to approach women because I'd already taken care of myself. I mean, what was the point? I'm sure there's people watching this that can relate. And in terms of other addictions, there's a few other websites out there, like Wikipedia, TV tropes, in which you might see a hyperlink that'll interest you, and you'll click on that one, and you'll click on another one, and next thing you know, you've got 20 tabs to read through. But porn's definitely a damaging one, because it's a supernormal stimulus. You've probably heard that term. in which instead of like exposing yourself to like one video, you're exposing yourself to like up to 20 in one sitting. Let's stop talking about that. Talk about your commitment and progress. You seem rather committed in your video, but at the same time, I've been in the community long enough to notice that like guys tend to say a lot of words. You get paragraph after paragraph after paragraph of how, you know, they've had enough of masturbating and pornography, and they're definitely going to take out their lives, maybe forever, maybe for 200 plus days. Differs from person to person. But one thing that's consistent is that people are not going back. People are going back on their words. Like, I watched this YouTube video you've done, it's incredible, it's really motivating. But at the same time, a skeptic in me is thinking, this is just words. Now, I hope when you get back to me after this video that you can tell me otherwise, and that you've managed to stick. I mean, the fact that you're accountable to 18,000 plus subscribers is a huge thing, and I hope you've used that to motivate yourself. But I'm interested to see how committed and how committed you've stuck with, and how much progress you have made. Certainly the benefits that you've acquired from that, or experienced, however you want to put it. Yeah, the last bit you talk about is girls. Now, when it comes to girls, do not follow the hype. You get a lot of guys who are like, oh, you know, I'm doing this to get laid, I'm doing this to lose my virginity, I'm doing this to get more attention off women, you know. But the truth is, girls don't actually care that much about whether a guy masturbates or not, or whether he watches porn or not. To them, it's not really a huge deal. I mean, you've got girls who obviously do it as much as we do, and when they hear about a guy not doing it, they think, oh man, I couldn't do that. But then, on the other hand, you've got girls who don't partake in that, and they just simply can't relate. I mean, you probably know as well as I do how hard it is to, well, back when I started certainly, how hard it is to keep the urges away and not think about that kind of stuff and just get on with things. But girls, I mean, they just, in my experience, they just don't really care. You know, if you go around telling girls, oh, I'm doing this, and you expect them to find you more attractive as a result of it, you think wrong. And certainly when you're walking around and you're thinking that girls are paying more attention to you as a result of that, nah, it's definitely a placebo thing. And don't let that discourage you. You know, you shouldn't be doing it for girls, you should be doing it for yourself. It's like lifting, you shouldn't be doing it to attract women. You should be doing it because it's your own personal development. It's something that you personally feel like you need out of your life, or you want to have a healthy mindset when it comes to, you know, sexual nature and whatnot. That's pretty much it. Can't really think of anything else to respond to really, but it was a pleasure watching your video, and looking forward to you getting in touch if you decide to do so, and I'm definitely going to check out more of your videos. Anyway, this is Will and Tobias Davis signing out, and yeah, take care, bye bye.